Okay, I think we are live. I am jumping on early. It is like 7 minutes early than normal. It is 8:53 my time, so I just wanted to jump on early because we actually had some people sitting in here for quite a long time, and I kind of feel bad sometimes, you know, making you guys wait 30 minutes or 45 minutes to start the stream. So let me know if audio is good. Let me know if the image is good on the camera setup here, and that way I can get going into the normal Sunday morning stream. If you haven't been here before, welcome to the channel. This is just the normal Sunday morning stream that we do. No topic ever. Sometimes there's some stuff that we just kind of get into because of the chat has kind of spurred the conversation in the morning. But usually it's just kind of just us hanging out and talking about fish. And if you have questions, throw them up in the chat and I will try to get to them as best as I can. But let me say good morning to a few people. We've got Jesse James, Kevin, Holly Gibbs. Let's see who else. We've got Sharon Miller, Well Done Tanks, Pamela, Because You're Fish, Guppy Boy, good to see ya. Big Tank Hank, what's up, bud? We've got Aquarium COOP. He said he'll be listening, but that's always awesome too. Just the listening part is even just as good as being able to join up in the chat. We've got Redfish, Bluefish, good to see ya. He said, what's up, my nerds? Yes, we are all nerds for sure. We've got Vince. All right. Looks like we've got some really good people here. So really, really awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, of course, guys and gals. We are now over the 1,000 mark on Instagram, Oof, it is early and I've only had a half a cup of coffee on YouTube, and I appreciate that. It's mind blowing, and I just didn't think we would hit it so quickly. So thank you all so much. Kevin said he sees Patrick and SpongeBob. Yes, he definitely does. I moved them again, so good job, Kevin. Said nice wide angle. Thanks for letting SpongeBob and Patrick hang out every Sunday. They're always here. Looks like in the chat this morning we had a couple conversations going. So Jesse James is getting some puffers to kind of take care of a snail problem in his pool pond that he's built. So that'll be interesting to kind of see which one he goes with, because he does have some koi and that kind of stuff in there. I do have my pea puffers in the 75-gallon now to kind of eliminate some of those snails that I have too. But I also wanted to kind of make that more of a wide range community tank. So we actually just added some new fish into the 75 last night from the Utah Fancy. Ooh, that was probably really loud. I'm very sorry. From the Utah Fancy Guppy Association auction that we had last night in the meeting. So I got 2 different types of fish yesterday. So in the 75, we've got some blue star endlers. And then in the tank right there, we have some albino reds from Bryce. So I'll be hopefully putting out a video on that here pretty soon. I've got quite a few videos already scheduled to come out, so I may end up moving some stuff around because I've got some really cool stuff that we just did this weekend. My mother came over and we built a tank together, which is really cool. She hasn't had a fish tank since we were kids, so it's really kind of awesome to be able to do that with her and, you know, spend some time. Just the 2 of us together, kind of working on it. So that was really fun. So she has one of the bettas now, which is really cool. So I'll hopefully be putting that video out as well. That one's going to take a little bit longer to edit. So that one may be like a couple weeks before that one comes out, because it was like 45 minutes of film. So a lot of content on that one. So let me get back into the chat here. And then Holly's got a bunch of really cool outdoor tanks, which is really awesome. I don't have my pond finished yet. I am slacking. I'm lazy when it comes to that. I just don't want to dig any holes. So I need to do it this week though, because my nephew's having his 2nd birthday here at our house. and I don't want to have a giant pile of weeds and just a random black pond liner sitting without anything in it. It doesn't look great. So I'm going to try to fix that this week, which would be great. Let's see what else we've got going in the chat here. We've got Dan's Aquarium. We've got Rotters 1203. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Vince says, I need a male mystery snail. Can anyone help? I'm sure there's someone in the chat that will be able to help you for sure, Vince. I don't know if Well Done Tanks has any left, but he put in the chat here to look up the, I can never pronounce it right, but she's got some awesome snails for sure. Dan says he has loads of snails. So there's another good one for you. Chevy Fish, good to see you. Because your fish is asking how big my pond is going to be, I think it's a 270-gallon preformed liner. So I didn't really want to go with the actual pond liner, like the fabric style, because I kind of like the preformed. They have the shelves, they have all that stuff already. And then you just run less risk of a hole or something popping through it. So that's the way I went. So I believe it's a 270-gallon in the backyard. So we built kind of like a raised garden bed, and then I've dug part of the hole, but not all of it yet. And then the pond will sit inside of the hole that we've got built. Let's see here what else we've got going. So it should be pretty awesome to get that done. I've got everything I need for it. I've got the pumps, I've got the filtration, I've got everything. I just need to finish digging the hole. So, and then I need to get some rocks in order to make a really nice waterfall feature, and then landscape it, of course, and make it look really nice. So that's gonna be my goal this week. I'm probably gonna end up working on it at night when it gets cooler, because it's been in like almost the hundreds here the last like 3-4 days, which is just too hot to work outside. So I probably will end up working at night. I also do have a solar shade to put over the top of the pond, so I may put that up first, and then that way I can work out there and not have to worry about burning my fair skin that I have, and adding more freckles to my collection, because I don't need any more freckles or skin cancer. So I want to stay alive and stay healthy for as long as I can. We've got some more people coming in. We've got Aquaholic, Pennsylvania. Good morning. She said, what's up, everyone? Sharon saying, everyone smash that like button. Yes, please do smash the like button. It is always awesome to kind of see, when people come in, that they hit that like, and then it kind of matches how many you've got in the chat. Let me know if you just got some glitches on your end, because I'm trying to open up YouTube while doing StreamYard at the same time. And I'm in the garage, so it's all cinder blocks, so the Wi-Fi is not great out here, and I just added a Wi-Fi extender to the garage, so hopefully it's not cutting me out or adjusting video quality or anything like that. So let me know if it is, so I can make adjustments and make sure that I don't do that again. Let's see. Well Done Tank says, I still need to finish up the cosmetic work on my pond. Yeah, so he built an awesome pond. Trent, please put the link up in the chat. So he built, I think it was like a 400 gallon outdoor pond. So he built it all by himself. He did the wood frames. He put in a liner, built his own filtration system for it. So really, really cool build. And it actually looks incredible, even though there are a few little cosmetic things that need to be adjusted. It still looks beautiful. Definitely some great craftsmanship done over there in the Well Done Tanks household. So let's see. Internet's so slow out here. All right, let's see if I can get the chat open on there too. Fordman, aka Kenneth Oakes, says, hello everyone, first time here on your channel from Kingsport, Tennessee. That's awesome. Welcome. Thank you for joining up. Hopefully you've hit that subscribe button, and we are probably getting a lot more new people, which is even better, that we can kind of bring in some more people. hopefully gave you some more information than you already got, but it's also just a really cool part to kind of grow the community that we're all building together. And I'm just really excited that I can be a part of that. And since we're over 1,000 now, everything's kind of moving a little bit quicker than it was before, which is awesome. And now that we're, you know, associated with Aquarium Co-op and Extreme Fish Foods and a bunch of other really awesome, you know, companies and fish stores and all that stuff, I'm just really excited, you know, with what's to come. Not just for myself and my hobby and my passion, but for what I can put out to you guys and the potential like content and information and just general fish keeping kind of info and the people that we're going to meet. Last night I went to the Utah Fancy Guppy Association meeting and the auction, which absolutely incredible. If you live in the state of Utah and you like guppies at all, or even just any fish, come and join up. You don't have to pay to be part of the, you know, the meetings and everything. You can come and just learn and hang out and eat food and just chill, which is really fun with a bunch of fish nerds. But if you want to join, you get a free trio of guppies when you first join up from either myself or one of the other club members, which is really awesome. And you get to pick which ones you want. And then also you can put fish in the auctions. You can make some money there, and it helps the club. It helps everyone. So that's a really awesome thing. But last night I got some more fish, and then I was talking to some of the club members, and they've been in the hobby for a long, long time, some of them 20 plus years. And they've won IFGA championships and first places and all sorts of really incredible like awards and all sorts of really cool stuff through the IFGA. So I was talking with them last night, and there are going to be hopefully a lot of videos coming out soon with a lot of really good knowledge that's been passed down from, you know, breeders from 80 years ago down to the next generation, the next generation, the next generation. And now our generation, or my generation and younger generations, are going to be looking for that same content on this platform. So being able to get videos of these guys who've been doing it for some time, you know, 60 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, and be able to put it on here and have that information stay where it can be and, you know, displayed and shown is going to be really awesome. And I'm very thankful for the club for saying, we're willing to do that. We're willing to be a part of that and explain, you know, some really awesome information that we've learned over the years from incredible people. So I'm really excited for that, and that will be coming down through in the future. It probably will be a while, but I wanted to kind of fill you guys in on the fact that we are working on some really, really cool stuff, and I'm very excited. So let's get back into the chat here and see what we've got going on. Like I said, the internet's moving real slow because I'm trying to use 2 tabs at once. So we're just going to go back to the StreamYard chat, which is always slower. So if I'm a little bit behind, that is why. It looks like we've got a couple links going in from Well Done Tanks. I appreciate it. He put his link for the 400-gallon pond build. Definitely go check that out. He put the link for my fish room favorites. So that is a new series that I've been working on. So like every week or every other week, I've been trying to put out a fish room favorites video, which is just my, like a product that I want to highlight that I've been using and that I really enjoy, or something that I actually have tested and really have played with, which is really, you know, nice. I'm not getting it sent to me and just giving, you know, an unboxing review of it and putting it to test for 5 minutes. You know, it's something I've been using for a while, or something that I purchased that I love the difference between my previous product that I had, that kind of thing. So that's what my fish room favorites have been. So those have been really fun for me to make. So those will be coming more and more as well. Aquaholic says, some of these guppy colors I have are amazing, like pink and rainbow. I love guppies better than my cichlids now. That is definitely true, Aquaholic. It's kind of incredible, the color variants that you can get from guppies, and then also just the fact that a guppy is a peaceful fish. That's kind of the big thing with me. Like, my guppy garage here is my serenity. This is my sanctuary, my zone, my calmness, my relaxation, my escape almost. You know, it's my paradise in a garage. So it's really awesome when I can have 21 different types of the fish that I love, and I can see all these different color variants and different care requirements and different everything. It's just so cool, and I'm glad that you are seeing that as well, because that is what I'm hoping my channel is doing, is getting some people to realize that guppies are an incredible fish, and they've been kind of mistreated and kind of knocked down for so long that I think now it's starting to kind of turn around, and guppies are getting the love they deserve. And then also the breeders who have bred these fish, you know, it's taken them 30, 40 years sometimes to get to a current color standard or quality standard that they like. And that's just an incredible thing that, you know, we can get a fish at an auction, let's say for 15 bucks. And it took someone 30 years to make that fish. It's just incredible. And that's something I really do love about the guppy world too, is just the amount of knowledge that has to go into a single fish, just from the genetic side of it or the care side of it. It's just absolutely incredible. And I am glad that you are seeing that as well, Aquaholic, because that is why I love guppies. Dan is saying to Vince, message me. I have loads of snails and loads of babies, so he can help you out for sure. Well done, Tank says, so what you're saying is you owe me a trio of guppies for officially joining up last night. Yes, I do owe you a trio of guppies. So Trent actually got some really cool fish last night too. I'm not going to say what they are because I kind of wanted them, but you know, I let him get them because I'm a nice friend, I guess. I'm kidding. He really wanted them, and they are gorgeous. So yes, Trent, if you want some guppies, I know that you want the dwarf blue pandas. So if you want to come get some of those, you definitely can. They are a really cool little fish. Great for a nano setup. So you've got those few behind you. When you do your streams, might be perfect for in that tank. Guppy Boy says, wow, nice. I don't have a club near me. That, you know, it really does suck that you don't have a club near you like that. But it's also one of those things that there are, you know, Facebook groups like the Utah Fancy Guppy Association Facebook group. If you don't have a club close to you, join up to ours. Like, join up to the Facebook group. You can ask questions on there. There's the IFGA. They have a really great Facebook group as well. You can join them. You can get a lifetime membership. That's what I have done. I think it was like $250 for the lifetime membership, which over time, since I am very young, will actually save me a lot of money to join the lifetime side of it. So that's a really awesome way to get some really cool knowledge. You get newsletters. You get all sorts of really great resources through that. And that's just one more way that I've like expanded my own personal knowledge, is by joining these groups and joining these clubs and the Facebook chats and seeing forums and that kind of thing that you don't normally get to see. And that's where this, like the IFGA and the local clubs really do exceed expectations, or exceed that knowledge base that we're just given as standard. And that's what I'm excited as well with having the ability with some of the club members to be able to bring some of that to video form, so that you guys can see some of the information that's been kind of held at bay for 50 years through like some of the most incredible breeders in the hobby that have won countless awards for, you know, best of shows and best of year and best breeders. And so it's really cool. Or people who have started their own genetic lines and built their own fish. Like, that's just fascinating. So I am hopefully going to be getting some of those videos out for you as well, because that fascinates me. And if it fascinates me, I hope it fascinates you as much. But also, I kind of dive real deep into a lot of things, and I want to make it where it's still enjoyable, but you can learn at the same time. And that is kind of the goal for the whole channel. But hopefully going forward, we can add like 2 enjoyable videos, and then maybe 1 really informational video, because I want to get you more information as far as knowledge goes. Aquaholic says, I still got to look into some clubs in Philadelphia. I think there's a couple out there. If you go on to Aquarium Co-op's website, there is a tab at the bottom that just says local clubs. You can click there and see if there's any in that area for just a standard aquarium club that you've got in your area. But then also you can go on the IFGA website, and there you have a list of the clubs that are affiliated there. So our club luckily is a affiliated club. So we are planning on having another show here this year, well, 2021, because the show for this year, which was March 29th, I believe, was canceled, and all of the shows for this year were canceled due to COVID. So we are hopefully going to be planning one again for Salt Lake this next year, which would be awesome. And when that does come, we are going to be there. We'll be live streaming from it. I'm sure we'll have some really cool, interviews with some awesome people, and just get some even more incredible information. So definitely go check out, your local club if you haven't. All right, let's see. Oof, we got a lot of stuff. I just scrolled all the way down to the bottom, of course. Let's see. All right, there we go. We're back to where we were. Let's see. Preston John, good morning. Good to see you. What's your favorite guppy from viewing from above? So that's a really good question. There are a lot of really great fish to view from above, but the best ones I would say would probably be like a blonde body fish of some kind, but you can also go with like a white AOC. You can go with something with a platinum body. Platinum bodies are going to give you a nice shine from above, so you could be able to see them. You don't want to go too dark on the coloration, so Moscows probably aren't going to be the best bet for that, unless you go with like a blue Moscow where you can see the iridescence in their scales. Yeah, I would go with something with like maybe a half black white would be really beautiful, or half black pastel. Half black yellows would be gorgeous, because you'll be able to see their tails very well in the light. They definitely shine up for sure. So there's a lot of really great ones. I may end up actually making a video on that, because I get that asked quite a lot on what one's the best. So I may make a video on that for you, Preston. I'll add that to the list. Let's see. We've got a lot going on in here. Well done, Tanks said, oh, Aquaholic said, I would say Dumbo ear, but I don't have any. Yeah, Dumbo ears are my absolute favorite guppy. They are not IFGA affiliated, so I cannot put them in shows to win. Like I could put them in a show, but I would not win, or I would not get an award for that fish, because it's not part of the guidelines. So that kind of sucks. Hopefully that'll change in the future, because I love Dumbos. But that's just a beautiful fish, a great genetic strain for sure. Let's see. Well done, Tank says, clubs are a great source for fish and info, plus always fun to unite with fellow fish nerds. For sure, it definitely is. Even if you don't like, guppies or cichlids or whatever, even join just that club. Like, even if you have a cichlid club close to you, there's still gonna be people in there who have incredible guppies and other fish that you can definitely love for sure. And Guppy Boy says, at Preston John, I heard 24K guppy, red tail guppy, Dumbo ear, mosaic guppies. So yes, all of those are a great choice. The 24Ks are a fairly new strain. They're coming out of Thailand and Indonesia. I'm not sure exactly what country they're coming from, but I think they're from Thailand. And they are a little bit weaker at the moment, just because they haven't been bred very long. So definitely be careful on those, on where you're getting them. But that'll be a great fish, because under sunlight, those shine like crazy. So that would be a good fish. So good suggestion there, Guppy Boy. Select Pet, good morning, good to see you. Vince, thanks for putting your email out there for, or Dan, thank you for putting your email out there for Vince to get those snails from. I might have to actually reach out to you too to get some of those snails. Vince says, Guppies are so nice. I don't have any yet. Can't find nice ones locally. Yeah, that's another issue that some people run into, but luckily, you know, local fish stores, you can reach out to them and say, hey, look, I want a really nice strain of guppy. Can you look on your wholesale list and see what you can get me? And sometimes they will. If you have a good local fish store, they can do that for you. And if you don't have any local fish stores, you can always go online. There's, you know, Get Kills. There's our site, Salt City Aquatics, which has my guppies on there and Ian's guppies. You can go to Opus Fish Ranch. You can go to a lot of these different incredible sites and get some really, really cool fish. And Well Done Tanks put my link for shipping fish. So I do ship fish, Vince, and I think I've talked to you a couple times about it. And if you get a chance, just hit me up and I can help you out. Chevy Fish, good morning. Jessica Taylor, good morning to you. Select Pet says, don't let not having a, okay. Sorry, I was reading that and it just didn't sound right in my head. Don't let not having a local club hold you back. I got together with some folks locally and we started a club here. Facebook is a great place to start. Even better. Like that is for sure. Select Pet, if you want to start your own, start your own. Absolutely incredible idea for sure. Like that's how they start. The Utah Fancy Guppy Association was started by local, you know, breeders and hobbyists. So that's just the way to start something, is just go out and start it. So great suggestion there, Select Pet, for sure. Rodder says he's lurking and working. I appreciate it, Rodders. Always good to see you. All right, let's see. Well Done Tanks put the ifga.org website. Trey, you're killing it today, man, with all the links and stuff. You are killing it as a moderator. Thank you so much, moderators, for everything you do. It's really cool. Like I try my best when I am modding for other people's, you know, chats and stuff, but I never am as good as the people that do it for me. So, all right, let's see who else we've got in here. Fordman says, thanks everyone for the warm welcome. Of course, Fordman, glad you are here. Like it is definitely a family kind of atmosphere that we're trying to build and just kind of enjoy what we do, and we love doing it. So it's really cool that we're getting more people to kind of join in. So I appreciate you coming and joining and hanging out in this stream with us. Well Done Tank says, at Select Pet, I agree. Fortunate I have clubs near me, but I see more involvement with virtual meetings happening lately. Yes, for sure. Like I know Michael Pohl over at Barry Aquatics, he streamed on the Sacramento Aquarium Society's on their Facebook group, on their YouTube channel, a really awesome like fish room tour and club meeting. So that's just another really cool way to do it. Is there's a lot of virtual stuff happening right now. So if you want to just join into someone else's club and virtually watch, I know our club does Facebook Lives during the meetings, so that usually is normal. So definitely check that out. And there actually is a live from last night's club meeting. So if you want to go check that out, you can as well. Well Done Tanks putting up all the links. Griffin's Fish Room, good morning. Let's see. Oh, I just scrolled way too far down again, as always. Hate when that happens. All right, let's see. I hope fish clubs keep streaming meetings in addition to regular meetings. Yes, for sure, Select Pet, that would be really awesome if they do, because then that's just more knowledge, more interaction that we can have. There's a lot of chats going on. Upland Creek Aquatics says blue Moscows are amazing from the top, especially in the sun. There you go. If they're a lighter blue, I'm sure, because if they're the darker blue and you have a dark bottom substrate in there, it probably won't show as well, but you still will see some of the shimmer, I'm sure. Aquaholic says, saving for a 120 gallon to put these ballas my GF bought, not realizing how big they get. I've been lucky though, they don't eat that many fry. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing too, is that we start with fish. When we begin the hobby, we don't know what they're going to end up to be size-wise, and then we have to buy bigger and larger tanks. And that's another reason I really like guppies, not just for beginners, but for like long-term, is you don't have to get more. Like if you get one really beautiful strain that you absolutely love, you can keep them in a 10 gallon. You don't have to go buy a 300 gallon fish tank. You can keep them in a 10. That's kind of the awesome part, is that it's a very sustainable fish. And that's another reason why I really enjoy them. I'm not having to worry about, you know, yes, I'll get a lot of fry from some. That makes sense. And they will end up eating some of their fry, which kind of lowers the numbers, which makes sense. But I don't have to go out and buy a 50 gallon tank to hold my fish. I can just keep them in the 10. So just a really cool way. Another really cool reason to keep guppies is because you just don't have to worry too much about them outgrowing what you've got. Pogostemus. Pogo Maximus, good to see you. Pugamus Maximus. Am I right? Pogamus? I can never pronounce things in the morning. It's too early. All right. Holly Gibbs says, I got the prettiest guppies yesterday from my local fish store. Small split tail candy corn colored spots. Does anyone know what they are? So candy corn colored. So that's going to be what? Yellow and oranges. And they've got spots. Split tail. So you might have a double sword, but it could just be a actual split tail. Like it could be a delta tail that just split. But Holly, message me on Instagram and send me a picture of them, or tag me on your Instagram post or Facebook post. And I'll see if I can kind of help you figure out what they are. Sometimes they are just a standard mutt guppy that looks gorgeous. And that's awesome. You know, I've got a whole tank of mutt guppies that are beautiful, and they keep dropping beautiful fry, and they're all different. But sometimes you don't have a strain name, and that's okay. You don't have to have guppies that are specifically a strain. I like to keep a lot of strain guppies because I like that. I like having 21 different types of guppies and keeping them in a tank by themselves where I can make sure that that strain is continued is really awesome. But that could be, you know, a mix between a leopard and like a Moscow. I just don't know based on just the idea. But the split tail could be a double sword, which double sword tails are awesome. They're a beautiful fish. Oh, dang, I just went all the way to the bottom again. I hate when that happens. Okay, there we go. Aquaholic, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Hat Trick Farms, good morning, Guppy Guru and everyone. Good morning, Hat Trick, good to see you. Well done, Tanks is throwing up all the links today. He said, is your guppy male or female? That was a really fun video. I really enjoyed making that one because that's probably the #1 question I was asked before that video came out was, is my guppy a male or a female? And I just wanted to make it a simple process in order to view it and kind of see what you have. And hopefully it helped some people. Vince says, I bought a baby angelfish. They are really growing. They come right up to me now. I'm being very slow to put more fish into the tank. I don't want to overcrowd them. Yeah, that is an issue with the angels. I've got 4 in the 75 behind me, and they are growing like crazy. They are massive now. But yes, you don't want to overcrowd them. You don't want to, you know, make them feel like they're stressed or having too many fish around them where they can actually, they'll predate on other fish. They are a cichlid, so they will get aggressive towards other fish if they don't have enough space. So definitely smart to wait, that's for sure. Jesse James says, maybe I'm getting piranhas too. Okay. I'm not a fan of that super kind of aggressive fish, but to each their own. Good luck with that for sure. Definitely enjoy them if you do get them. Guppy Boy says, can a guppy fry change color because of tub color? Yes, so fish will change color based on their surroundings. So if you have a dark substrate, they will end up going darker. If you have a lighter substrate, they will go lighter. It's just all an environmental kind of coloration change. So fish will change colors based on if they're stressed, their environment. They want to blend in. That's pretty much the way it is. They want to blend so that they aren't from above. Birds and other predatory fish can't see them as well. So yes, they will change color based on the color of the tub or the substrate or whatever color you paint the back of your tank. So if you do like a black background, you'll get a darker fish. But if you do a white background, you'll get a lighter color fish. So it's kind of good to do the middle ground. I have a light baby blue kind of color because that's more of a natural blue. But then I have a dark black substrate. So that gives me kind of the best of both worlds. I have a bright background, dark substrate, so they're kind of in that perfect middle of coloration. So hopefully that answered that question there for you, Guppy Boy. Select that says 30 watching and 25 like. Let's hit that like button, folks. I appreciate that select button for sure. Hattrick says, I don't believe there's a fish club in Maine. I haven't tried joining a club in another state. Yeah, I mean, if there's not one in your state, like SelectPet said earlier, you can create your own. I'm sure Maine has a lot of fish keepers for sure, but I'm sure there are states that are close to you that you could join up, you know, maybe a 2-hour drive to get to, or a 3-hour drive to get to a different club. That's sometimes worth it. So, Sharon Miller says, Trent, you were killing it. I wish I was more proficient in getting the links. Yeah, Trent is killing it today for sure. I think he's working like overtime or something today, so he's probably bored out of his mind. Just sitting there, so he is enjoying the stream with all the rest of us. And actually, that's exactly what he said. So he said he has 2 screens to work with this morning. Oh, Select Pet says, Trent is so good, the rest of us can just sit back and enjoy the show. That's awesome if you guys can sit back and enjoy the show. Trent and I hang out a lot. You know, we were at the club meeting last night, so Trent hears me talk and he knows what I'm going to say, and he knows all the things going on in the fish room because of the think tank. So it's nothing new to him. He's heard me talk before, so he doesn't have to listen if he doesn't want to. He said, I aim to please. I charge fish food as payment. Just make sure it is safe for human consumption. Yeah, if you guys did not watch the last Think Tank live stream, I ate fish food. So we went through a lot of our fish foods that we had and checked to see if it said safe for human consumption on the back. And there were a couple that did not. So I ended up eating some fish food on camera, which is gross and crazy, but also it wasn't horrible. So just saying, if you want to go back and rewatch the last Think Tank on the channel here, it was hilarious. We had a blast. We always have a blast, and it's always fun. Guppy Boy says, my female red lace guppy is still fatter than ever. That is really a good sign, Guppy Boy. I know that the last picture I saw of your female, she looked like she was getting really, really close. But keep in mind, it is a 30-day period. So she could be on the last couple of days of it. So just kind of keep an eye on her. If she starts getting really slow and looking really like lethargic and not well, she may be just blocked up. So just give her some time and she should hopefully drop her fry. Or give her some more space to hide them too. That might be, she might just need more cover for them to make them feel safer. Let's see. SelectFit says, oh, Trent, we need to make that a video series, taste testing fish food. Yeah, that was pretty much what we were talking about in the last stream was like, can you eat your fish as food? And a lot of them say not for human consumption. So we didn't eat any of those. I think it was the omega ones that I ended up eating because it didn't say it on the bottle. So, and all of their ingredients are pretty, natural ingredients. So I'm not sure, if the other ones just put that on there just for safety. But I ate some fish food, and I think Trent ate like the ceramicron or something. Oh no, it was a spirulina flake. You ate the spirulina flake from Lefty. That's what you did. You ate that. Oh, we're weird. Us fish nerds. We are weird. Trent said, select pet only if you supply the massive amount of Pepto I'm going to need after. Yeah, that is true. I didn't have any issues after I ate my fish food, so that's a good sign. You know, that is a good sign. Because your fish, lol, at Well Done Tanks, eating the fish food the other day was great. Yeah, it was really funny. It was definitely funny. All right, let's see what else we got in the chat here. Trent put up the Watch Guppy Guru Eat Fish Food. I might have to change the title of that stream to the Think Tank We Eat Our Fish's Food, just so we can get some more people to see that, because it was hilarious. I may even just cut out that section of the video and make it its own separate video, because it was so much fun. Molly's Aquatics, I'm sorry I haven't been here in a while. I've been super busy. That is okay, Molly's. I totally get it. There are some times where I am too busy, and that's why I'm doing the Sunday morning stream, because I have every Sunday off, and I just get to kind of come in and chat nerd out with you guys and enjoy it. So thank you for coming and hanging out though today. I really do appreciate it. All right, let's see what else we got in the chats. Aquarium COOP, have to run. Peace to you all. Thank you for coming, Aquarium COOP. I really appreciate it. All right, let's see what else. Maximus is saying I'm going to have to change my name. Yeah, it's very hard for me to pronounce. I am sorry. Pugimus Maximus. Is that what it is? Pugimus Maximus? I think that's what it is. Holly Gibb says, so is fish food a must too? Yep, it is. Right, let's see. We've got Mark L. Good morning. Good to see you. I think I made it to the bottom of my chat on StreamYard, but that means that it could be a minute behind too. So Trent put up the link to the vintage 1990s aquarium build. That was really fun. That was probably one of the more fun videos I've been able to do in the last little bit. I really, really, really love that fish tank. It is like 2 gallons, I think. I've got 4 of the Phoenix Rasboras, or Chili Rasbor, whatever you want to call them, in there, and they are cute little nano fish. They're doing great. They love their little tank. But that tank is so cool. I spent way too much money on it, but I absolutely love it. So if you haven't seen that video, definitely go check it out, because it was really fun to make. It was really fun to just have sitting over there and see all the time now. And it's really cool because I wanted that fish tank. Like my 3rd grade teacher, Miss Hanson, she had that fish tank, or at least I think she did it. That's what I remember. I mean, 3rd grade, that's a long time ago. But I think she had that one in her classroom or maybe in her house. And I always wanted one. So I had to buy it. I mean, it was like $125 for that fish tank, but it was well worth it. Definitely well worth it. Pugimus Maximus. I'm getting it now. Yes, I'm getting it. Guppy Guru, what's your 3 favorite plants? So my 3 favorite plants. Oh, sorry, my neck is killing me today. My 3 favorite plants would probably be, number 1 would probably be Java moss or guppy grass. Like those 2 together are even better. So every one of my tanks that has a guppy in it has either guppy grass or Java moss. It's just a must. I also have some like hornwort in this tank, and I like hornwort. I just don't like how it gets stuck on all my nets. That's the one issue I don't like with it. Guppy grass is easy to pull off. You can push it to the back of it. It's fine. So those are my 2 favorites. Jungle Val is right up there with another easy favorite plant. I really like the spiral variation. It doesn't get quite as long. So all of the Jungle Val that was in the middle of the 75 right there. I took all of that out and I gave it all to Well Done Tanks for his pond and a couple of his tanks. So I took all of it out and I'm going to be replacing some plants I got from the co-op. But then in this corner over here, that is all spiral valve. And that is a really easy plant to propagate and grow, and it looks gorgeous. And then another one that I really like is Rotala rotundifolia. So I've got in this tank here, there's a bunch of it in there. I'm growing in little pots. And then I've got just a bunch of it in other places and other tanks and stuff. But as far as like for breeding setup, Java moss and guppy grass are my favorites. And then Java fern's another really great one. In this tank down here, I've got a Java fern Wendelove. If you see how big that ball of green is, that is a Java fern Wendelove. Up there in that tank, right there, that's a Java fern Wendelove. You can see just the little bits. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. The other way. There we go. The little bits of green sticking up, that is the normal size. That is not normal sized. That is huge. And I got that from the waterfront, the new fish store here in Salt Lake. So absolutely incredible. And also, as you can see, I did put the carbon cube in that tank, and I just left it in there because why not? It's not doing anything to my tank. So, so I have a lot of favorite plants, though. Hopefully that kind of answers that. I may end up making a video on some of my favorite easy plants. Like there's a lot of really great ones. Dwarf Sagittaria. You can look at all the crypts are really, you know, a great plant. There's Christmas moss is a really good one. There's Rotala indica. There's Pogostemma stellatus octopus. There's so many different plants that are incredible. Amazon swords are another really great one. But as far as a breeding setup for guppies go, Java fern, or not Java fern, Java moss, guppy grass, and then if you want to, you can go with hornwort. So those are all really, really nice ones. Chevy Fish says, yep, perfect pronunciation. So it is Pugimus maximus. Molly's Aquatic says, my female guppy is super large and her gravid spot is huge, but it's been like 60 days and no birth. I have a feeling the fry have died in her. You know, that can happen, unfortunately, where they get kind of impacted or egg bound, but it's not really eggs, they're just bound. And that isn't great. I actually had one of the tiger endler females that happened to her and she ended up dying. And then I tried to squeeze the fry out because she was dead, but the fry were still in her, and they all came out fully grown, but unfortunately, like they just didn't make it. So that can happen. If it continues, you may want to get something. I'm not sure if there's any medications to help with that I know of. You can actually kind of help her a little bit by like gently pressing on her stomach to see if maybe there's just one that's stuck. But if it's been 60 days, you may end up losing the female, unfortunately. So just keep an eye on her. Hopefully she does get rid of them, but she could also be reabsorbing the fry as well. So that's something that can happen is they just, instead of actually producing the fry, they just reabsorb the minerals back into their body. And that could also be happening. Well Done Tank says he put a link up for what to look for when buying guppies. So I think that's probably the how to cull guppies video. I'm not sure which one that would be. Jesse James says, how's it going with the 90 tank? Are you talking to Trent on that one, I'm guessing? So he's made a lot of changes in his fish room. So he went from having a 220 in there and a 90 cube down to all racks. So definitely go give him a check out if you haven't seen his channel, because there's some huge changes that he's done in there, and it is definitely a fish room, like a full-blown fish room now. So definitely awesome. Vince says, I've got to run. Everybody have a good time. Thank you, Vince, for coming and hanging out with us. I really do appreciate it. All right, Suckpit says, someone needs to make a video recreating the aquarium off Mr. Rogers' TV show. I don't think I'll ever get around to it myself. That is a great idea, for sure. Suckpit, I think you should do it, though. Like, that's your thing. Maybe I'll do it, and then I can just link you in it and say this was your idea. So I'll put that on my list of to-dos. Once I'm done with this video, I've got a couple things I need to write down. So I'll put that on my list of videos to make. Well done, Tank says, Guppy Guru takes on the king. Yeah, so the king of DIY, he got mad at the company who makes this because they were using his video as promotion for their product, and he never has used it and didn't want to. But then in the video he was making on it, he didn't actually test it. He didn't throw it in any water. So I really wanted to do that because maybe it worked. Like, we didn't know. And there's only like one video, and it was really obscure, and I think it was shot on like a cell phone, and it wasn't done very well. So I wanted to make one. So I kind of did a little bit of a clickbait title, I guess, in a way, to get him to get it to kind of do a little bit better. But don't waste your money. Definitely a waste of money to get one of the carbon cube, never clean your fish tank ever again things. Right, let's see. Rodders1203 says, Peter sent you a message on Instagram with a picture of the Endler I've just bought. If you get a chance, I'd love to know what strain they are. Let me look and see if I've got it right now. I do. Let me see here. That is a Blue Star Endler. So those are those same ones that I just got yesterday, and I put into the 75. So that's a Blue Star Endler. If I have my Endler correct, that's a Blue Star Endler. Let me see if I am correct. I'm just going to double check via the Googles. But I'm pretty sure that's a Blue Star Endler, or a variation of a Blue Star Endler. I think that, is that close to yours, Rodders? Let me know. But I think that's pretty close to yours. If not, you may have a different type, but we will see here in a second. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's a Blue Star. Yeah, or it could be like a wingy, which is another type that's close to a Blue Star. Jesse James says, my little black fish are doing okay. I don't know their names. Send me a picture too. I think you just did. Let me check and see. I just got like, so I think that's a black moor goldfish. Is that correct, everybody? Is that a black moor goldfish? I think it is, or a bubble eye. But I think it's a black moor. Let's see. Oh, I think Jesse James' comment was with your crayon tank. Oh, the 1990s tank. That tank is doing awesome. Absolutely love it. We are still running the air pump that came with it, and it's doing great and pumping out a lot of bubbles. It's doing really well. I love that tank. Molly's Aquatic says, thank you so much. I knew something was wrong. It's sad as it looked like she would have had lots of fry. She hasn't been constipated or anything, so I'll keep an eye on her. And make sure she's still eating. If she's still eating, then she might be okay. So yeah, I mean, it could just be that she doesn't want to drop fry. And I mean, that can happen, so. Jesse James says, yep, that's the one. Sharon says, Trent, when are we getting a fish room tour? He said, Guppy Guru has the privilege of the first official tour. I think I will eventually put one out on my own channel, but I would like to fill out my rack first. Need PETCO to do their sale. Yeah, so once he's kind of got that that done, I will jump over there and I will do a tour for him for sure, and get him some kind of cool, you know. He did a great job on my tour. I want to do a great job on his because he was the first one to come and tour my fish room. So I want to be the first one to tour him. So we're, you know, giving back to each other in a way. So let's see. Rodder says, cool, thanks, Peter. Yeah, they look pretty close. I think that's a blue star. I could be wrong. Endlers are kind of harder to identify because they're mostly just a wild strain that's been kind of just worked on. So, but I think it's a blue star. Chevy Fish says a Blackmore. Yes, so I think that is a Blackmore for sure. Molly's Aquatic says this is slime, squishy stuff, fun. BTW, I changed my name to make my channel a fish one. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so you came over from, there's a weird noise. I don't know what that was. It scared me. You came over from Christopher Scott's channel and joined up with us. So I appreciate you for coming over and hanging out. And I am glad you changed your name because it's a really good name. Definitely a cool name. And now we can, you know, we can tell your name, which is nice. Sharon Miller, I have one aquascape tank I want to clear up, and I have some new fish coming in this week I want to get in before a tour is done. Yeah, so once he gives me the go-ahead, I am going to jump over there and film a tour for sure. Molly says, yep, Blackmore, I have a Blackmore. Yeah, those are really cool little fish. I'm really enjoying, I've got my two Ranchu goldfish. I did get 3, and one of them passed away. I think he had gill flukes, and I caught it, but I didn't catch it fast enough, I don't think, and he just got slower and slower and slower, and then ended up passing on us. The other 2 are doing great though, and we are going to be, I just picked up a tank yesterday from Well Done Tanks, and I am going to be setting that up in our bedroom and doing a really cool video with that. I've been planning it for a long time. Trent will know, like literally from when I started my channel, like almost a year ago, I have been planning this video. I've got everything ready for it. I just have to do it, and it's going to be a really fun one. And I think it could be a viral video. I am not sure, but it's going to be really fun to make. Even if it does horrible on YouTube, I am going to have a blast doing it. So I think it'll be really fun. Let's see here. What else we've got in the chat? Jesse James says, thanks. They are so great to have. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Endlers. I'm really enjoying Endlers and roundtail guppies as well. I do love all guppies and live bearers pretty much at all, no matter what they are. But I kind of like the Endlers and the roundtails because they're just super fast. They're just a fast fish. They're agile and quick. So, Well Done Tank says, Molly's Aquatics, one more sub from me. That's awesome. I will actually have to go on and do it right now too. So let's just jump over there. See, this is what I love, is just the community that we can build together while doing these live streams, and boom. You have now 170 subscribers, Molly. So I'm gonna have to definitely go in and watch a bunch of your stuff over the next couple days and kind of just watch it and see. It should be, I love watching other, fish channels because it's just so many different opinions and hobbies and loves and passions. So it's really cool to just find more. So Mirik, I think I'm saying that right. Hi, Peter. Are there guppy strains where females do not have dark gravid spots by any chance? I'm trying to think. I don't think so. Like, that is, the dark gravid spot is actually the eyeballs and the intestines being moved, or the eyeballs of the fry, and then all the intestines are being moved out of the way. So it creates a dark spot, or the gravid spot. So I don't think so. I've never seen any females that don't have it. You could have a virgin female, which a virgin female will not have it because she's not going to have any fry, so the organs aren't moving. So that could be what's going on, but I don't know if I know of any that don't have a gravid spot. I've never seen that in my own fish room. So Molly says, at the moment, I'm only at 170. I'm praying I can get to the 200 soon. Everybody cross their fingers. Yes, it is awesome when you can watch your channel grow and see it like bloom, as it were. I am still blown away by the part that we are at 1,000. I think we're at like 1,050 as of this morning, or 1,040 something. 1,045. So 1,000. In the last like 2 days, we've gotten 45 more subs. I'm just like, it doesn't make any sense to me that, but it also does, because I really love this, and I hope that translates into my videos and these streams, and you know, it's really cool. It's just really cool, and I appreciate every single one of the subscribers and people who watch and like and comment and everything. It's just, it really like makes you feel good. So, and I just appreciate it. I really do. Select Pet says, Guppy Guru, we need to get you into Goodyids too. That is one thing I really do want. So the local fish store Waterfront had some rainbow Goodyids. They were sold already, but I really do want some rainbow Goodyids. I am getting in from Dan's Fish. I am getting in some Cares fish this coming week. So I'll make a video on that, of course. It'll be the first Cares fish. Well, not the first, because I've got some others that are kind of Cares fish. But I'm going to be putting them in where the stir-by cories are. So we got some stir-by cories as well. So I'm going to be putting them in there. So I think the rainbow Goodyids would probably do pretty good in there as well. But I do really like Goodyids. I think they're fascinating fish. Let's see. Select Pet actually just picked up some of those. Yeah, Trent's getting some stuff that I kind of want. So Molly says, Guppy Guru, you're so kind. You know, we're a family, we're a community, and we have to support each other. That's all there is to it. It's super easy. Jesse James says, look for Fins the Fish channel. Not so good, but all the fish there are not. I may have read that wrong, Jesse, but Sharon says, I subscribe to Molly's Aquatics. That's awesome, Sharon. Sharon is incredible. You are very lucky, Molly, to have Sharon subscribe to your channel, because she will be really, really cool. Rodders1203 says, Peter, monetization next. Yes, I have to hit that 4,000 watch hours, which is difficult. We are getting close, though. So these live streams really help, and just people watching the channel really does help a lot. But the live streams are definitely a huge way to get those watch hours if you're trying to build the channel. So I think we're at, as far as like monetization goes, I think we're close. I think we're at like 2,300 watch hours. We need 4,000 for the year, but we're getting close, and I appreciate that. And as the channel grows, we probably will get more. And when that happens, when monetization hits, it's going to be a huge thing. I can do mobile live streams. I can do lots more stuff. I can, you know, use that money, turn it around into the fish room, and buy stuff that I wouldn't normally buy because the budget would be different. So that'd be really, really, really fun. Let's see what else we're missing in the chat here. Select Bet says, well done, Tanks. Which kind? And he said Amica Splendids. So super cool fish. He picked them up yesterday from the waterfront. So Select Bet says, I have a colony of them. They breed wonderfully. Chevy Fish says, Molly's Aquatics, try feeding a more veggie diet and shelled peas to see if that'll help your female. Too much meat and not enough veggie causes issues. Her fry might be calcified by now. Oh, there you go. See, there's so much to learn, so much to learn. And I've never run into that. So Chevy Fish, thank you for throwing that up into the chat for sure. Aquaholic says, I need Scuds. Anyone got some for sale I could culture or trade? I don't have any Scuds, so that is something I do not have. I am doing another batch of brine shrimp right now on the Zis brine shrimp hatchery. Absolutely love that thing. I'm probably going to end up buying another one once the co-op restocks, because I want to do 2 batches at a time, because I want to do bulk. I want to do bulk. So I want to do my auto feeders, feed that twice a day, and then I want to do 1 brine shrimp a day too, 1 brine shrimp feeding a day. So that's my new goal for the room. Aquaholic says, I also have a ton of convict cichlid fries. Yeah, everyone does. Everyone does. Select Pet, I finally have fry from my Xenotica Diodries. Why do they make names so hard? Diodry, Diod. Someone else would. It's early. I haven't even drank any coffee during this stream. Tired. Blake, hit me up. I want some Scuds. I think that'd be really cool. I want to do more live foods. I want to get more cultures. So I've got the brine shrimp, which is an awesome live food, but I want to do like vinegar eels. I want to do green water. I want to do Scuds. I want to do Imphosaura. I want to do a bunch of stuff. So that's always my goal. Aquatic pencil, our Aquaholic says, Molly, you're at 174. There you go, Molly. We're just going to get you up to that 200. The Bren, good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, so Molly says, thank you everyone for subscribing. I really appreciate, and thanks for the advice, Chevy Fish. Of course, that's kind of the awesome part about the community that we've built, is that we have really cool people. Does anyone know if Down the Wormhole is streaming today? Because if she is going on like right now, and I don't want to get in the way of that. Let me check and see. I don't think she streamed last week. But let me just double check. I don't want to. Oh, she did stream last week. Okay. So I think I don't see that she has it listed yet. But if anyone knows if she is streaming, we usually go right over to Down the Wormhole and watch her stream as well. But I'm having a good time this morning. So if she is not going to be streaming, we might just stay live until she comes back up. So we will see. We will see. So yeah, let's just kind of keep hanging out. We'll talk some more. I've got no problem against it. It's still early, and I'm not too worried. All right, let's see what else we got in the chat. Aquaholic says, love this channel better than those big guys just doing it for the fame. Yeah, that's like, I make great money doing what I do for a living. This is not my job. Like, this isn't about the money. It's about the fun, the community, the love, the passion, all of it. And that's, it's just mind blowing to me still that people want to watch my channel. And I think I'll always be that way. And it's really cool when I get support from like the Aquarium Co-ops and Well Done Tanks and these larger channels that, it's awesome. It just really is awesome. So I appreciate that, Aquaholic, for the kind words. It's always good to see that kind of stuff for sure. So Xenoto Kuhuduro. I'm also a little bit dyslexic, so that doesn't help very much. So the Latin names always mess me up because of that. So yeah, Select Pet says, I was trying to find out, but here's a link to her channel down the wormhole. Yeah, I don't see her like going live yet. So what we'll do is we'll just hang out together until we see something pop up if she is going live. If not, we'll just kind of keep hanging out until I feel like I need to go get another cup of coffee, if that's okay with you guys. Right, let's see. Well done, Tank says, Chevy Fish, can I hire you to come tag all my tanks so I can actually pronounce the names? Exactly, like it's so hard to do that. And that's maybe another reason why I love Guppies, because it's like gold black lace, or, you know, super easy names, or white AOC, like just simple. I do have some fish though that are the harder names to pronounce, but they still have like the common names. So Chevy Fish says Pat's fish tank is on now. So yeah, let's go let's bombard Pat. Pat's a good guy. He's another guppy nerd. Oh, he's another guppy nerd who loves doing this kind of stuff. Oh, it's just a video premiering now, so it's not an actual stream that he's doing over at Pat's. So we can stay live if you guys want. It's up to you. Right. Select Pet says, love the idea to keep streaming until Dia goes live, Guppy Guru. If she doesn't go until next week, it will be a week-long stream. Yeah. I don't think I could do a week's. That would be really cool, though. 24-hour stream. What do you guys think? Should we do it? Should we do a 24-hour stream? I've got a lot of projects and stuff in the fish room, so maybe if I have like a Monday or something off, I can do like a 12-hour consistent stream in the fish room, and you guys can just see me doing water changes and watching my fish tanks, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Aquaholic says you're more down to earth. I appreciate that, Aquaholics. It's, you know, I try my best to be just myself, and I'm glad that people see that. Molly's Aquatic says, I will be uploading my first fish video soon. Thank you guys so much. It'll be awesome, Molly. When it comes out, you're going to have a lot of support for sure. Fordman asks, where are you from? We are from Utah, Salt Lake City. And Well Done Tank said the same thing. So Well Done lives about 30 minutes away from me. And it's really awesome. We can go hang out and help each other out and meet at the same clubs and go get dinner every once in a while. And it's really fun to have, you know, fish friends close by. Molly's Aquatic says, I just private all of my non-fish videos for now. When I upload my first fish video, it'll be just fish videos for you guys. That's awesome, Molly's. We'll be watching for it. Chevy Fish says, I just happen to know the names of the ones I've owned before. That's probably the case because you've heard it 100 times, so you have to remember it. Molly says 175. Thanks for everyone so much. 200 soon. It is really cool when you can watch your channel grow for sure. Hugamus Maximus says, Guppy Guru, my Endler gave birth to a huge male and it's easily twice the size of a regular male. Should I line breed him? Yeah, so the giant Endlers are kind of cool. More than likely, it won't continue the giant Endler line. I think it's just one of those like kind of recessive genes, kind of like with humans. You know, let's say your dad's 6 feet and your mom's 5'2", and then the kid turns out being 7 feet tall, but then all the other kids are in the 5'8" to 5'10" range. That's kind of the same thing with fish. I'm not sure on the Endler genetics on if that is something you can line breed, but it's worth a try. I mean, if you can grow a giant Endler and make it a solid line that's pure, that would be pretty cool. That would be really, really cool. So Shedfish says, I do need to go to Pat's fish tanks and support him now, though. Thanks, Guru. I'll be back if you are still on later on. Yeah, for sure. Go over and support him. He's an awesome guy. And I will go watch his video after the stream is done here. Rodder says 24 hours, gonna need a lot of coffee. Yes, lots of coffee. I actually have a mini fridge right here next to the streaming station, so I got like sodas and stuff in there. And then I'm going to be getting some like cold brew and stuff to put in there too, so that I can have some cold coffee, because I don't like warm coffee like later in the day. Is anyone else that way? Select Pet says, yes, do a long stream, even bring up guests like a celebration stream for the 1K. Congrats, by the way. Yeah, that would be really cool. It might be one of those really cool things where like some of like the people who have been with the channel for so long, I can have them come up. I've been kind of talking back and forth on it to figure out who I could do that with. But I really want to start doing streams with the local club so that you guys can meet some of them. I want to do kind of like a monthly highlight on a member. We do that with our newsletters. And it's really, really cool to kind of hear about other people's fish rooms and their starting the hobby and where they are now and where they came from. So I might end up trying to do that same thing for the club via my channel. And then we can post those videos to the club website and the Facebook group. Pugamus Maximus said he's so big other males try to mate with him. That is crazy. He must be large. That is cool. Molly says, Guppy Guru, congrats on the 1K. Yeah, it was really awesome. Definitely really awesome for sure. Jesse James says, getting warm here. Yeah, it's getting really warm here too. It's in the hundreds now for sure. Big City Betta is good to see you, Amber. Thanks for coming. Hey, y'all, lurking while driving. Peter, hope you're well. No Courtney today. Yeah, no Courtney today. She's asleep. She hasn't been feeling so great the last couple of days. So Courtney and I both get very bad migraines, like really bad. She gets much worse than I do. And so since I started fish keeping, my migraines have actually gone down. I think that's because my stress levels have gone down. But hers have still continued to go. So she is getting some rest today because she didn't have a great night's sleep. So hopefully she can come in more. She really does enjoy, streaming with me and making videos with me. So I'm sure she will join more as time goes on. But it's really fun to have your significant other support what you do and your passion. And kind of like with you, Amber, I know that your significant other, JH, is very supportive, and vice versa. You guys both have an incredible home that you're building together. So definitely go check out Big City Bettas and JH Aquatics if you have not, because they're both incredible people. I need to get in contact with you guys and kind of figure out some stuff. And in the future, I really want to get some of your fish as well. I do have some epistogrammas, which are really awesome. I've got the fire reds, epistogramma fire reds in this tank, and I think the female is getting close to laying eggs, which is really, really cool. So I just got a new, let me move out of the way here. I just got a new Episto cave from the co-op. So I threw that in there and she has not left since. So I'm really excited for that. Hopefully I get some. And then there's some guppies in there too. And the guppies that are in that tank are the spine guppies and the deformed guppies. So Big City Bettas, Amber says, oh no, I hope she feels better. Yeah, it's been a long process, but she is doing so much better lately. We've got an incredible doctor here in Salt Lake, and there's a nonprofit. If you guys want to go and check them out, let me put the link to them in the chat, because it's one of those things that not many people think about. Migraines, affect millions of people yearly, daily, and it's something that needs to be more talked about and more, there needs to be more information on that subject. So let me Danielle Henry Foundation. All right, so I'm going to put this link to this organization up in the chat. It is a really awesome program. So Danielle Henry is our doctor, Dr. Henry's daughter. She ended up taking her own life due to her migraines. So he started a foundation and he went to a bunch of like groups and has really like focused his whole practice around curing migraines. So definitely go check that out if you have migraines or you get migraines or a family member or a friend. There's some really great resources on there, and it's really, really fun to talk to other people who, well, that's not fun. It's really awesome to talk to other people who have the same thing as you or the same, kind of issue, because you may be able to figure out something that you didn't even think about before. So Aquaholic says, gotta go, time to eat lunch. Y'all stay fishy. Yeah, for sure. Spread the guppy love, Aquaholic. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Molly says, I'm so sorry to hear. I hope she gets better soon. Yes, we all do, for sure. Big City Betta says, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Definitely do reach out. All our cichlids have been busy making eggs. This heat wave, we've just got them all in the mood. I have loads of babies this summer. Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on, you've got like your ZZ eyes and, oh, excuse me. I can't remember the other type that you just posted a picture on this morning, but those are some gorgeous, gorgeous epistogrammas. Epistogrammas are really cool, like small cichlid. I like the fact that they're not overly aggressive, but they also kind of are a little bit aggressive, but I definitely am excited to breed them because I haven't really done any egg fish. I have done it a couple by accident, but I really wanted to do like this one correct. So those are going to be a really, really fun one. Guppy Guru, do you think I'll have 200 before I even upload a fish video? That would be epic. It's possible. It really is, Molly. You never know. It's one of those things that if you can support the, fellow hobbyists and the hobby in general, you more than likely will get a lot of people because you're showing your passion and your love and your support for them, and they turn around and do the same for you. So that's kind of where my channel has grown so much, is because I have incredible people that I've been lucky enough to become friends with and get support from. And I couldn't do it without the people that have been nice enough to surround themselves into my life and be friends of mine and bring themselves around me. It's definitely been an eye-opening and a life-changing experience to be in the fish community. So I think in about 7 minutes, it'll be an hour and a half. I think we'll stop going live in about 7 minutes. I definitely need to go get another cup of coffee because my eyes are getting heavy. Woke up like at 6 o'clock this morning, and I just need some more sleep. So Big City Betta says McMaster Eye. Yes, those ones. Some of my favorites as well. Cribs are fun too. Dwarf cichlids in general are great. I do have some cribensis. I got some cribensis from, like, they're over here in this, in that tank. I got them from Bay Area Aquatics. So those are really, really cool fish. They are growing like crazy, and I am super excited to breed them. So hopefully here in the future, I will have a whole colony of them. I definitely need to move them into a larger tank once they start getting bigger. But I do have, I think, like 6 different caves in there, so they have enough like hiding places to kind of get away from them. JH in the house, good to see you. I appreciate you coming in, man. It's Joseph, right? Your real name, I think. It's always hard because you hear like not a lot of people know my name is Peter, so they always say, oh, you're the Guppy Guru, and they don't think of your real name. So it's kind of cool that the more you watch, the more you learn. And it is Joseph. Yep. So I was right. Okay. I can't remember sometimes because it's always hard. It's always hard. And then some people's, you know, names on their channels are like let's say Big Tank Hank. His name is not Hank. So it's kind of misleading. He is an awesome, awesome guy though. I was lucky enough to get my fiance to, well, I didn't get her to. She, on her own, reached out to a lot of people in the hobby and asked them to send a video congratulating me on 1K. And so Big Tank Hank and HC Aqua, Jesse out there, and Well Done Tanks and Bay Area Aquatics. I can't remember if there was anyone else. I think that was it so far. Sent her back videos, and and then Aquatic Monkey Business, of course. Aquatic Monkey Business was the best. It was so great. They all said congratulations on 1K, and it was just really incredible. We were sitting at a celebratory dinner. We hadn't gone to a restaurant in 4 months, so we went out and we were sitting on the patio, and I was trying not to cry because it was just such a beautiful thing that people wanted to, you know, number one, they were willing to send her a video congratulating me on something that I hadn't even done yet. I hadn't even reached the 1K mark, and it was just it was touching and love, you know, just showed the love that we have for each other in the hobby. So it was very, very special. I am, I was literally like choked up. I was almost tearing. It was a beautiful moment. And thank you all so much for that. JH is in the McDonald's line getting a lemonade. Oh, he's getting a strawberry milkshake. Who is? Oh, well, I guess it's noon your time, so you can have a strawberry milkshake. Get two. Why not? Go for it. Molly's Aquatic says, Big City Bettas. No, I want lemonade. I kind of want lemonade too. I might have to go make my own. We've been on a diet lately, and so I've been making lots of smoothies. So this morning for breakfast, I had my smoothie, and it was really awesome. This not this month, but last month's aquarium box came with a metal straw. So I've been using that a lot to save the turtles, you know, save the turtles. Big City Betta says, Courtney is too sweet. She really is. She is the best person in my life, and I am beyond blessed to have her and have her in my life and support me in what I do. And I'm just very lucky that I get to marry someone like that and spend the rest of my life with her. So she is the sweetest, and I couldn't have found someone better. So that is for sure. Rodder said, Aquaholic, thank you for doing more on Instagram, as I am not set up for doing videos on here as of yet. Yeah, so it's kind of one of those things that do what you can do, put it out. Molly says, any advice on what the first fish video should be about? Molly, a good way to start is just highlight what you have. Show people what you kind of are doing, and it'll go from there. Like it'll really set the stage. So if you have multiple things, it's definitely, like I started with a fish room tour video. And I was just doing it because people were asking me what my fish room looked like. And it kind of grew from there, and it just kind of snowballed, and it snowballed quickly. But I started on Instagram. I started posting pictures on Instagram, and then people, were really loving it, and it was getting bigger and bigger on Instagram. So then I started my YouTube channel, and then my YouTube channel started doing better, and then the fish room got bigger, and then the YouTube channel started getting bigger with the fish room, and now I'm at where I'm at, which is awesome. JH says, I have my aquarium box straw as well. Yeah, it was really a great thing that they put in there. So I am very excited that they're doing that kind of stuff, because lately I have been on the kind of the same idea of let's lessen our impact on the environment. And as hobbyists that keep boxes of water and plants, we're definitely, we can definitely do that. We can use the water in our gardens. We can recycle as much of our materials as possible. When we ship fish, I've been shipping with filter floss instead of, you know, other packing materials like foams and whatnot, to try to make it so that people can reuse the packaging. That kind of stuff is something that we can do as a whole hobby in order to lesser our impact. And, you know, cares fish, that's something we can, you know, all try to achieve, because it is pretty easy. If there's a fish that you want, more than likely it is a cares fish. So definitely go check out CARES program if you haven't, or Project Piaba is another really good one. And you can see some really awesome fish. Science Gal Aquatics, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. You have some awesome streams lately. I've been lurking in every single one of them. Usually what I'm doing is I have my AirPods in, and I just kind of am working in here, or I'm working at my desk, or doing installs or driving or something, and listening to all the streams. So I appreciate people who stream and talk about fish, because it's fun for me. Because your fish, gotta go. See you next time. Thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in for an hour and a half and hanging out with us. It is really cool that people want to spend an hour and a half listening to me talk. So that's awesome. Let's see. Molly's Aquatic says, right now I have a shrimp tank and a goldfish tank, but my goldfish one has algae right now, and the fish are huge, and my shrimp have lived their life and passed away, so now it's full of guppy fry. Still, show what you have. Even show maybe cleaning the algae off your tank. Like, that's a really good video. You know, people like to see that kind of stuff. It's literally whatever, Molly, whatever fascinates you is a video you should make. It is, after all, it's your hobby. It's your fish. It's your fish room. It's your fish tanks. So if it's something you want to show, film it. I personally don't film me doing any aquascaping, because that is my thing. That is something that, you know, brings me solace and joy, and I don't want a camera watching me do that, because it just adds one more pressure to it. So that's why I have never filmed me scaping a tank. There is one that I'm going to be working on that I will end up filming, because it is going to be the kind of a bigger video. But other than that, all of my aquascapes, like the 75 behind me, I have not filmed that because I want to make that my thing. You know, there's some things to be said for that. But Molly, if it's something that you want to show, film it. It's as easy as that. Molly says, I'm getting a 50-gallon guppy tank soon. So film getting the 50-gallon. That's a great one. Film setting it up. That'll be an awesome video. People love that kind of stuff. Alcoholic says, you're still going. Awesome. Yes, I am still going. I am now past the 1 hour and 30 mark. So we will just keep going, because we have 23 people still watching. So why not? Ford, AKA Kenneth Oakes. Have a good day, everyone. Good to see you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us for the first time. Hopefully you come back on the next Sunday and hang out again. Science Gal says, thank you. You have an invite to be a guest anytime. I will have to take you up on that, because I love being guests on channels. It's just so much fun. I'm potentially going to start bringing some people on Sundays to do the streams with me, but I just have fun kind of waking up, and I don't have, you know, sometimes I have no energy, sometimes I do. And so I kind of just like it being Sunday. But I definitely like being on other people's streams. Science Gal, I will have to reach out to you so we can kind of try to plan that out. That would be really fun. Molly says, oh, thank you, giving me lots of ideas right now. Yeah, I have a whole book full of ideas on videos I want to do, but most of my videos lately have just been what's new, you know, what I'm doing, kind of more vlog style videos. I think that's kind of that's really what I think people like to see, because not many people can have a whole fish room with 30 tanks. You know, it's not normal. So it's really cool when you can see, you know, what's new, what's happening, what's going on. So I think that's whatever you can film, Molly, is definitely going to be a great way to do it. Molly says, I've been escaping fish bowls with no livestock, obviously, just like a piece of driftwood. I could make a video on how to do that. There you go. That would be an awesome video. People love escaping videos for sure. Let's see. Jesse James says, yep, only need coffee. Yeah. Yeah, it's a definite must in the morning to have coffee for sure. Rodder says, that sounds good, Molly. That's always worth filming. Yeah, I agree 100%. Aquaholic says, wish I had 30. I only have 4 and a pond. See, it's one of those things that sometimes it's too many. But also I have 21 different strains of guppies. So it's one of those, I kind of want more than I should have. So that's why I have so many tanks. But I am building the pond, and that will hopefully be done soon so that I don't have a big pile of weeds and an empty plastic tub practically in the backyard just collecting rainwater. So Aquaholic says, I got a 5.5, got a stock with nano or more guppies. So a really good nano guppy, they will be listed on our site here soon, is the blue dwarf. They're in this tank up here. The blue dwarf panda guppy. So they stay really small. They're an awesome, awesome fish. We are also going to be listing up the platinum pingus. Another really great small fish, very prolific. They breed a lot, but they're really, really fun fish. And sometimes they will actually throw the blue pandas, which is really awesome. So you sometimes get 2 lines out of 1. Oh, excuse me. Molly's Aquatic says, Aquaholics, same, my parents won't let me have lots of tanks. You know, start with 1, start with 2, do it right, do it great, change it up. Like if you want to change, take your fish that you have to your local fish store and trade them out, or see if they'll take them in, or give you a consignment money or something. Like or take them to a local auction and sell them and get some new stuff. Like there's always options in order to change up what you have, even if you can only have 1 or 2 tanks. Chevy Fish, welcome back. Good to see you. Aquaholic says, mine are a mishmash guppies mutts. I actually really like my mutt tank. It's kind of the most active guppy tank that I've got. I probably have like 50 fish in a 20 long, which may be too many, but then again, I do weekly water changes, and yeah, and there's like 2 filters and stuff in there. So it's more than enough filtration for that tank, but awesome, awesome tank to have a bunch of mutts, because you never know what you're going to get. I've got reds and greens and purples, and I threw a couple Dumbos in there just to see what would happen, and so they're doing really well. So it's fun to have a mutt tank. It really is. I think every guppy breeder has a mutt tank because they kind of love it. So Aquaholic says, I got a 75 with like a lot. Yeah, that's always the way to do it for sure. Chevy Fish says, I pineappled you back. Thank you, Aquaholics. Yeah, if you guys don't know what that is, I think it was like maybe 6 streams ago. We talked a little bit about pineappling. So Molly's Aquatics, thank you so much for all the advice. You have been so kind to me. I can't thank you enough. Sorry for the bad pun, and now I have 200 soon. Yes, for sure, Molly. I'm glad to help. That's the thing about this hobby, is we're all glad to help. Someone asks, if we have the answer, great. If we don't, we'll find someone else to. So JH says, I keep almost forgetting that I have a live stream today. Too many projects. I love your streams on Sundays, JH, because I usually listen to it while I'm doing my not my live streams, while I'm doing my water changes. So that is usually my thing to do. So I will put you guys up on the live stream computer now, and I pump the volume, and I just do my water changes and listen. So I appreciate the streams, because yours are always so much more informative and scientific, and I love that because I kind of nerd out on it as well. And I love that you're doing the culturing, and you're going to be doing your plant cultures and your your microscopes and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be so cool to see those videos. I pretty sure they won't do as well as some of the other videos on YouTube, but just know we love them because us diehard fish nerds love that kind of stuff. So keep doing them because I love them. Molly says, I watch fish videos while doing my water changes and tank maintenance. Yeah, exactly. It's a thing to do. It definitely is. So, okay, I think I am done talking. My jaw is starting to hurt from all this smiling because I love all of you guys so much and all the kind words. Yes, definitely, Molly, go check out JH Aquatics. He is an incredible guy. He came up from I want to say it was the Virgin Islands, just moved back into the States, and he's doing some great things with Big City Bettas. So they are a couple and awesome people. So there's some really cool stuff that they're doing, and their house is incredible. It is like a dream fish house. But JH, you also need to get an air conditioner. Like that, something you need, buddy. Having you guys sweat the whole time while you're streaming doesn't seem very fun. A really good air conditioner, Joseph, is the Mr. Cool. So I installed one myself. It was a DIY install. It was like $1,600, but it was a 1200 BTW heater, or it's an air conditioner with heat pump. So it's a heater and an air conditioner. So really, really awesome. And for the price, mind-blowingly great. It's just one of the wall units. So you hang the unit on the inside, you run the lines outside to the fan, and then it does your AC for you. And it was like $1,600 shipped to my house, and it was awesome. So go give that a check out, JH, if you're looking for an air conditioner. Or I can reach out to you guys on Instagram and send you a link to it as well. So, all right, I think I am done streaming. I end the stream on talking about someone needing to buy an air conditioner. That's kind of a weird way to end that, I guess. But no, is it though? Because, I mean, we have to keep our fish cool and warm in the winter, and we have to keep ourselves cool and warm. So it's good advice. I just bought a brand new, what is the name? Like a Rollacool, I think is the name of it. Heater, dehumidifier, air conditioner for the fish room here. So it's doing absolutely incredible because behind this rack over here, there's a window. So I was able just to cut out one of the glass pieces and put the vent going out the window. So now the room stays at 76 to 78 all the time, which is perfect because it did get way too hot and way too cold. So I'm really excited to see how it does in the winter. So I appreciate each and every one of you for coming and hanging out. We have 21 people still, and I think we topped out like 30 people, which is, I think, the best we've ever had for a stream. So thank you guys so much for coming and enjoying the stream and hanging out and kind of just nerding out with us on the typical Sunday morning. So I love each and every one of you guys, and as always, be sure to spread that guppy love, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.